I now request Professor Hegde to please escort the resource person onto the dais. I welcome you all to the World Intellectual Property Day program that has been jointly organized by the Institution's Innovation Council and National Service Scheme NSS unit of SIT. To start off the program, I would now invite Diksha and team to please start the invocation. All of you kindly rise.
ಶರಣು ನಿನಗೆ ಶರಣು ವಿನಾಯಕ ಶರಣು ನಿನಗೆ ಶರಣು ವಿನಾಯಕ ವಿನಾಯಕ ವಿದ್ಯಾದಾಯಕ ದೇವ ವಿನಾಯಕ ವಿದ್ಯಾದಾಯಕ ದೇವ ಶರಣು ನಿನಗೆ ಶರಣು ವಿನಾಯಕ ಶರಣು ನಿನಗೆ ಶರಣು ಪಾಶಾಂಕುಶಧರ ಮೂಷಿಕವಾಹನ ಪದ್ಮಾಲಂಕೃತನೇ ಗಜಾನನ ಪಾಶಾಂಕುಶಧರ ಮೂಷಿಕವಾಹನ ಸರ್ಪಾಲಂಕೃತನೇ ಗಜಾನನ ಆದಿಪೂಜಿತ ನೀನು ವೇದ ವಂದಿತ ನೀನು ಆದಿಪೂಜಿತ ನೀನು ವೇದ ವಂದಿತ ನೀನು ಮೋದಕ ಪ್ರಿಯ ನೀನು ಗಜಾನನ ಶರಣು ನಿನಗೆ ಶರಣು ವಿನಾಯಕ ಶರಣು ನಿನಗೆ ಶರಣು.
Thank you, Diksha, Raksha, and Vaishnavi for that wonderful spiritual invocation. I now invite Diksha on stage to give the introduction of the chief guest and the welcome address.
Good morning, everyone. I consider it my honor to welcome you all to the inaugural function of World Intellectual Property Day. Today, we have Dr. Lokesh K.S., Assistant Professor, Aeronautical Department, SIT, as the chief guest for today's function. I welcome you, sir. He has a qualification of PhD in Mechanical Engineering from VTU Belagavi. He has the teaching experience of 12 years and research experience of 8 years. The main areas of his research are composite materials, waste management, 3D printing. He is a known publisher, having published 76 journals and 445 citations till date. He has been granted 2 patents and published 4 patents. He is a known author, also authored 6 books. I welcome you, sir. I extend a hearty welcome to the coordinator of today's function, Professor Gaurish S. Hegde, Department of Electronics and Communication Engineering. I welcome you, sir. I also welcome NSS Officer Professor P. Rakesh Mallya, Department of Electronics and Communication Engineering. I welcome you, sir. I would like to offer a pleasant welcome to all HODs and professors of various departments and faculty members, students, for gracing this occasion with your wonderful presence. A warm welcome to you one and all. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Diksha. I will now request Professor Praveen Shenoy to please greet our resource person with close. I now request Dr. Lokesh K.S. To please give his talk on building our common future with innovation and creativity.
Very good morning, all of you. So, I first of all congratulate IPR cell for organizing and this event and share my views. I don't know how much I fit and suitable to present to the theme, but I take this opportunity to address the students of UG students of who are the no symbol of better future that is definitely contributing to build a healthy nation. So I thank all who are gathered here, almost most majority of the strength second year students. So very happy that I think it is a good opportunity if you are very serious and keen, so concentrate on few aspects that why this particular day and this theme is only meant for you. Okay, so start from the today. So I just wanted to been advised to use 30 minutes, but normally I'm not aware of the time running. It may cross 30 minutes, more than 30 minutes. If it is there, please, I reminding Professor Gauri Shegde sir to please instruct. So I'll move on to the topic. This on the occasion of World Intellectual Property Day, and I'm with the NSS cell and IAC. So we have the theme IP and youth innovating for better future. There's no doubt that youth are the futures. There is no doubt that IP will be integrating, especially for technical graduates. But there is something which is a huge gap in the people who are joining the undergraduate courses, technical courses, by knowing what is the purpose of joining this technical degree. I used to ask the people who are joined for engineering, the very first year itself, on the first day itself, why you joined engineering? Normally, few people, students might have experienced this question, and I'm not satisfied with the answer they gave. Even in second year also, I used to ask this question, why you joined engineering? Okay, most of the answers, I think you also, what they're running in your answer is running in your mind is, no options, you got this college or you got this course, no other course available. CET, through CET I joined, through management I joined, through some reference I joined, and if you are giving, sir, we're going to settle life. There are a lot of this type of answers are most common, and it is horrible that keeping this particular theme, it is a really unprecedented move towards where the technical education lies. But there is the lack of information the student used to know before joining engineering, that we expect one particular answer, specific answer. So we have a lot of things we are seeing and observing all around us, that just take an example from the cell phone, how it is working. The mic, which is wireless mic that I'm reaching you by talking here, and you are seeing all of the electronic gadgets, the vehicles moving in the space and the road, many more things. You see the technological advancements. So no one is answering that. I'm very curious to know how this will work. And I wanted to find something which is feasible, and I wanted to contribute something to society. I wanted to find these kind of problems are there in the society I wanted to change. This type of matured answers we rarely get. That's what the IITs and NIT students stand away from other institutes where the student joining just because there is no option. So if there is to cross bit basics of these things. So I request next slide, sir, please. So hope this it is completely readable. The intellectual property rights. Most of the people thought that IP is limiting, intellectual property rights is only limiting to a patent, but it is not. So intellectual property right may be anything. First of all, what is this intellectual property right? Normally when you say, generally we think about, you wanted to make an asset, maybe property. you want to buy a land or a plot or apartment or the physical asset. So what are you going to do first thing? Normally what people will think of to get their rights, I mean their name registered for the property of an asset which is physically existing in their names. What the purpose? They buy and let it grow for in market value. No, nobody is accepting that. They wanted to make their own for their own name, to register for their name. Otherwise, it will be a problem for future the litigation and somebody may occupy. So there's a physical asset that you are going to guarantee in the future that in your name. Similarly, this particular intellectual property is one type of the asset which is intellectual asset that any individual can keep and register their intellect in their names so that it avoids somebody, a third party, to come and occupy this intellectual property rights. So it is just start from that example, we see the definitions. The legal right given to inventor, the creator, to protect his invention for written period of some period of time. It's a legal right given by a government. There is an authority to verify, the IPO office of Government of India. And in other countries also, they have their own patent office, their intellectual property office. The legal right they given to inventor. So there are three possible. Actually, there are 6 to 7 IPRs are there. We take prominently the three important types. The first category of IPR is patent, copyrights, and then trademarks. So I'm sure that all of you might heard about either of these three. Patent you heard about, and copyrights as well as trademarks, right? So it's just a small discrimination between these three, that what patent is meant for, what copyright is meant for, and trademarks meant for. So patent is exclusively granted for technological invention, that you can't claim your patent for literary work or art or any kind of scriptures you see, and you are expecting, film copyrights as well. So you can't claim that. It is a totally the technological invention that government is exclusively grant for the individual name or the team of people to exclusive grant for use for certain period of time. That will give the complete protection. So where the copyrights and exclusive are given to reproduce or copy. Again, but when you say the timing may varying from, for patents, normally we have 20 years of protection time, 20 years. So then yearly the renewal charge may applicable. And copyrights, it is obviously almost 60 years. And even it may cross more than even depending upon the local judiciary. And trademarks, as you know that the symbol and the word, the design exclusive one by a company, a product. And you know very well that every company, start from automotive sector and any other, they have their own brand, they have their own symbol, they have their own trademark. So you know what, once if somebody violating or by, without informing, without purchasing, without violating copyrights, it is just not the company warns them. It is just company imprison them or like huge punishment, the penalty of crores together. Okay, that's the reason the people are suffering, they're scaring about, when especially looking for the trademarks. But being an engineering student, your cup of tea is patents. Normally you are looking for, because people are studying, technology, technological advancements. Okay, so I request, please, next slide, sir. So, though it looks very basic, the patents regarding, what is the definition of a patent and importance. Okay, let's start from the patent. So, normally, though it is known to many of you, so why we need a patent and what is this, what is the importance of patent? So, when you see that, look around when you are wanted to start a business, people normally after graduating, they wanted to start a business. So if you are looking that there is on a highway where there is a metro city and a lot of customers, people are coming and they are facing the quality of food, and you started hotel business. So what happens if you start a hotel business, if there is running very, going very nicely, definitely will become a crorepati within a short period of time. And what happened? Because there's a huge crowd and you are maintaining a quality as well with consistency. After some period of time, somebody will open one more hotel near you. So do you protect him or do you warn him that please don't open the hotel near me? Is there any right for you to tell them that don't abroad my business? Is it not possible? Then legally there is no space at all to warn them. Illegally many things are there, that's secondary. But legally you can't, and even any business, photography, Xerox, whatever other things, the businesses are, whatever things that known, open source like that. Okay, so you can't make them, you can't tell them legally that to avoid. But do you think there's something which makes sense, something which avoid, except you, anybody should not start with, except you, in your territory, I mean in the country, especially it applicable to a country, because a territorial right given to an individual. So something which somebody will they feel scary of starting the same business that you are running with. So which is, if they wanted to look into the legal issues. If they really wanted to start, they want your permission to start with. Either maybe service, or it may be anything, maybe process, or a product, anything. So what do you feel if you are one of it, that you are protecting it and you are running it and you are earning crores? What happens if you are an industry dominated person? The business completely monopolized and no one can steal unless until your consent. That actually limited period of time is there, but still, so it is a matter of concern if you are protecting it. That's the importance of patent. If you go for anything to protect for some period of time, and it is really the people face the legal issue if they violate the patent law. Once the government is issue a patent on your product or your process or your system, okay, that's what the importance of a patent. So the thing that the people should ask is, anything can be patented. If anything, something which is fine, that we have a new method, new mindset, a new ideology in my mind, new concept in mind, anything can be patented. So this is a question normally people will ask. Because as I take this particular question because second year people are there, and there's maybe some people are thinking the conceptual range, if I'm not wrong. So there are three important conditions to satisfy this. Anything can be patented. Of course, anything can be done, but there are three important conditions. One, there should be a novel. It must new. It must be a new method. It must be a new product. It must be a new compound. It must be a new process. So that we follow the procedure to how to screen whether it is a new or not. That is another, the secondary process is there. But it is, first of all, the condition should be satisfiable that it must be a new. Second thing is, it must be industrial applicability. The product, the part, the process. Because patent you are looking for commercial purpose, not for expose yourself or explore that I have done this. It is for mean for commercially. I'll come to show now. I'll show the next slide that how the companies are running behind the patents right now. Many of that you are from IT background. You may be thinking that we may be not connected to this. Is not our cup of tea. So you'll come to know the shocking statistics of how companies are running behind these patents. So this is commercial. Visually, the industrial applicability, if your part or your process or your product you are developing which is not industrial applicable, it is waste. And it is not patented. Of course, you're going to try for a filing, you're going to publish, but you are least considered for granting the patent. That is the second thing, the industrial applicability. And then your product or your invention is new, agree. It is industrial applicability is there, fine, but it is costly, but more expensive than the existing which is available today in the market, or you're looking for the quotations. So whether do you agree that that is also a important consideration? So of course this is very, very important consideration. It should be commercially viable. So your product, your invention, your process, your algorithm, whatever you are claiming yourself that it's your own, it must be commercially viable. So three important points to be considered while evaluating, while examining the patent. Also these three things to be considered. One is it should be a novel. Second should be industrial applicability is there or not. If industrial applicability is, the next file will move. Next thing is commercially viable or not. If these three things should be considered, it is done, and you must aware before going for a filing. You must be aware of these three important points before going. Otherwise, it will be a waste of time and money, etc., etc., etc. So, if these three things should be comes into a picture that you are completely guarantee you, definitely our invention will satisfy these three conditions. You may wait for examination. So that is, anything can be patented is an answer. Is it expensive to file a patent? So most of the people are thinking that for filing, because normally engineers are least bothered, engineering students are least bothered, especially when the moment you say about patenting and all, it is not easy task, it is not a cakewalk, because we are lack of information regarding that. So actually, when you think about, when you are only giving a source, when you have an idea, but you don't know how to find this, whether it is a novel, whether it is industrially applicable, you have lack of information on the formats, what the exactly government is looking for as a patent draft. You are not aware of anything. You want to hire some external consultancy or agency to do that particular task, and he will do behalf of you, and there is a legal permission should be there, and some consultancy will be. There are a lot of companies available right now also, they are making huge money out of this. Especially they are targeting academic institutions also. So this is where the people are lagging, that thinking about it is too expensive. Of course, if you are not aware of those things, to do the prerequisites or primary aspects of those things might be searching. We call it a prior art search. If you are unable to do, or you are unable to make a draft, definitely this will cost around 25 to 35,000 just for doing the prior art search and drafting. Some company, it may vary by one organization to other organization, because they will be giving professionally. They are professional, and even some students also. Last year, it is one company recruited 2 members from our institute also for the patent only. So again, they are giving the same information, so they were doing the same thing. And definitely, it is easy only, but thing is that we need to we need to give the exact keyword for searching. So this what exactly that prior art search, and thereafter the examination process, filing and publication, examination process. So when, suppose I can say that it is easy and it is affordable, it is less expensive if you gone through this process of understanding the prior art process to be done by you, maybe your team of members or with the help of guide, and then preparing a draft which is exactly needed for, because your publication also you are going to make a draft final copy by the template which journal is asking, same thing. We have making a draft of the patent. Along with that, we are thinking that whether we are aware of whether it is new, it is applicable, and what is the industrial exposure to this. You are completely aware of those things. If it is done so, definitely it is done by the government fee. I think it is 1,600 rupees for the application of our fee. I think many of our professors know this and already, and they also keep advising you guys to do that also in the future, in taking up in the mini projects and major projects. Government fees, and thereafter we're going for expedited publication, early publication, that the charge will be added, and totally it may around within 5K. Okay, it may, then again these rates are subjected to a government, they're going to change with GST things, etc. So, but this is exactly the initial stage. When you go for examination, again it is demanding, it's asking for 8K extra, 8,000. So within, we can say, around, if you know very well about all the basic procedures and you have to draft your own invention and you're going to file it and publish it, definitely within 22,000 it will be done. The complete process will be done. Because you think that it looks, oh, this is very much expensive. You think about the physical asset, you are spending lakhs together to save your property, your plots, your physical asset, because it is invaluable. You are thinking that it is more precious. Think about the intellectual property that you are protecting for you. So 20K is not a big deal. That's what this is. Those companies, the supporting and consultancies things, they're working for these companies usually to make. And duration, normally we'll talk about start from the filing to a publication and to a grant. Today if you file the patent, obviously within, if you are request for early publication, because you are not ready to wait for long term. You have ready with things, and you wanted to face your competitor because you are an entrepreneur, and you wanted to face a global challenge, and you to be very hurry. So the expert team is there, complete details of the filing could be done. So you can request for early publication. Meanwhile, you can also apply, there's one more form called expedited examination. Expedite examination request is when they considered within 2-3 months, they will examine the patent very immediately. Thereafter, they will give the results by using the first office action, and thereafter for the first examination report they will give, and thereafter they're going to give it. So within a year, the patent process will be done. Only when if you are ready with all. Suppose normally people, academics, they're going to file and they're going to publish it. Sometimes even for publication, if you don't want to publish it early, it is also possible to just a file. And publication no need to pay, it will be published automatically after 18 months, I mean 1.5 years. It will automatically publish. It is saved in the repository for 1.5 years, it will publish automatically. So no need to pay. Suppose you need it to publish right now, I mean immediately you are to filing, within 15 to 20 days of that particular month, in that issue it will be published. So this is how the process is, and the duration is. And once the examination things, if you go for expedited examination, within 1 year you get a patent, and thereafter it is the covering term is given it for 20 years. Normally for India, we will go in for 20 years, and for Australia, it is for 8. It depends, it varies depending upon the country. Normally, it is 20 years to consider for duration, and even yearly renewal phase will be applicable. So if it is the patent is done. So there is duration and major types. Normally, we have for engineering stream, I didn't talk about the 2 types. One is design, the design patent. We have a new design, and other one is utility model. Utility model is completely exploit the entire mechanism, the process, in start from A to Z. So it is not it is independent of a design. But design is excluded with the mechanisms. It is just it is focus on, it is independent of mechanism. It is just focus on how it looks like physically, and how the design is affordable. Based on that, the design registration could be done. And I feel like design patent registration is easy compared to the utility, because the queries are examination process is also easy, because only the registration is done that model. Maybe if few people are thinking that to make a own device, maybe making their own ventilators, own the semiconductor device, it is the design is novel. So it is also possible to file and also get granted the design patent also. So one space is there, and utility, of course, it takes a lot of things, and they're going to scrutinize and examine very rigorously for allotting. So there is a major types about. And so next thing, it is just to feel like you guys are working for a lot of future the good companies. So I've taken the data from Statista, where it is showing that the patent numbers by the companies order-wise. So till date. So it from the Samsung Electronics tops the list of 6,165 patents are filed and few are granted. So that for US patents, they especially start from the Samsung, and it is even including the Toyota Motor Corporation, 1,859. They are in the competitive race. And where the people are thinking that we are nowhere relevant to a patent, you may be not aware, we don't want. Okay, we just wanted to earn money and joining to one particular company and earn money. So the same companies will be looking for the engineers who do these kind of tasks. So don't think that somebody will do some other graduate will do these tasks. Engineers only can do this. Okay, so normally this particular culture is highly they're explored, and they're put a burden on those particular technical people who are working for it. And this particular strategy for your reference. So next. And this is exactly surprising when you say about the tier 1 colleges. So when you look for percentage of patents within India till date, I've collected the data from the open government data, the platform. So the most surprising thing is that IITs and NITs, the percentage of filing and granting. Okay, so the IITs and NITs contributing nearly 16.2% from my IITs alone to the entire India. And NIT is contributing to 8.7. So where the people are looking for that wanted to, why the people are those so much productive there? Okay, simply they're joining, and they do get the placements, fine. But their motto is, the agenda is, when the very first year they sit in the class, they started telling that. So I have found this particular problem in the society. I just wanted to tackle it by using engineering concept that I'm going to learn. Just by, that's what I just took this branch more interestingly. So, and in the competition, other universities are, of course, almost all universities that maybe swept the volume, that's 31%. And you see, look into IIC and Bharat University, and almost all this SRM associates. And like this, we have, it means that all the top universities as well as the R&D organizations are running behind, including IIC, they're running behind the patents. And more surprising thing, China. So I do discuss with the people, students of aeronautical engineering, how this, how they are, aware and worry about this patent as well as publications too. So they, even funding opportunities are also more, and also they have made a strict regulations. While if you are in technical, if you are a technical graduate, you're coming out, so definitely you must have one particular product, one particular invention in your hand. And in Japan, it's too complicated. Japan also, they have made same regulations. So if you are engineering graduate, you must have one thing while going or take away of the course, you must have one invention in your hand. Either at least one particular contribution to a society that you must give. Otherwise, you are not treating your caliber, your credibility will be less. But what is happening our country, it's not that difference in comparing, but thing is that where our youths are, because the theme is connecting to better future, the youth. Okay, so I just wanted to discuss the same thing in the next particular slide, where exactly the route for innovation exactly connects to. This particular chart will be connecting to you. So people who are just having some passionate about their own idea to present to get the patenting and all, it's not applicable. It is start from, the very first thing is the purpose. So how this purpose comes from? So purpose normally, in the first year, again, the same thing, I coming to the same point. When we ask our first year, they have the purpose is different. Second year, purpose is different. When third year, in the fourth year, the people have the purpose. They fail in to get it. Okay, that's the reason they are going to do something and go out of the college by doing some project. The purpose is very clear. Purpose is what you need exactly, the necessity. What is the necessary things that you particularly mean for? So the purpose is you got one particular problem. Either you are not aware of whether you got it from your side or outside. People are still answering with a confusing answer. So why you take this topic? Again, the first question again I will ask in the project. Normally our professors also screen the same way, almost all. So why you choose this topic if it come from the student side? The very first answer will give the clarity about what his purpose is to. Okay. Somebody, by miss, they're telling that by consultancy name. So because they give the project, and we are going to just wanted to finish it up. Once you are clear with the purpose, definitely it is your path is easy, the problem identification. The problem identification, normally 25% of the people fail in identifying what exactly the problem in keeping what kind of purpose you are to doing the project especially. The problem identification is one of the important crucial stage where you have to list the problems or the identified problems in your project or even you are going to undertake. So through, by understanding what exactly the scenario is and discover the solution, you actually, this is another important stage where most majority, 60 to 70% of the people fail here to do that by discovering the solution, because they have the topic, they have the problem statement, and normally for just for knowing the interest, I will ask the people, final years, how many other final years are there here? Please raise your hand. Final years? Okay, very, very minimal. So I just wanted to know the answer that if you really want to find, you have a topic is there, the title is finalized, the project is okay, approved, and how many papers that you're going to review? How many research papers, the data which you're going to collect it? The very, very first stage that I think in the very second phase only we are going to evaluate this. How many papers, how much data you're collecting? People are showing 5 to 6 papers. 5, 6 or 1, 2, 3, so this much only available. So if that is really so, definitely what our concept is really patented. It's patentable only because there's no reference at all, only 2, 3, that too is not connecting, that too is not relevant. So if it really so, then if you look into the references of that particular paper, you take that and Google it again, you get one more paper. For each reference, you'll get one more paper, etc. Normally, we used to suggest 50 to 60 papers, 60 papers to review before, because that will completely gives you the real picture, real scenario of where you are, what is your topic is all about, whether it is existing or not, whether it is giving proper solution or not. So to discover the solution, we're going to use, you know very well, there are a lot of ways that you're going to find it out by using scholar links, research links, where if you ask Google, it will give definitely a lot of things, and nowadays also it's completely refined. If you ask ChatGPT also, it will give the confined way, you'll get the results. Whether the next question is solution found. It is like a climax where you got the exact solution, exact matches for what you are looking for. Normally, this is the important, why I tell the very significant stage means you are doing which is already done. You're doing it just like some film director or, they are picturizing the same story which he is not aware of. Audience will know that this story was copied from Telugu movie, Tamil movie like that. Many of you people feels that this story was copied from somewhere else. And if you ask the director is not aware of because he not done the literature review properly. It's just like that. You have because no one is aware of how they complete the database exactly matching the problems it is there. So what happened if the exact solution found, you got the solution by thoroughly looking for. This could be done by preliminary analysis of the data. Before finalizing the title, this could be done. But unfortunately, people are doing in off phase, when the project phase is in the project, middle of the project, they're going to find this, whether this kind of things has a lot of confusions. The problem is that, again, if they ask any data, which is how you are taken, they are telling that this is there in the literature, that's what we have taken. There's no proper reason at all, because they are not knowing. So this is solution. Once the found, then what to do? Once solution is found, then it is directed directly to, if it is yes. So because suppose you have spent your time, you are interested in the topic, you wanted to do something and wanted to contribute something there, solution is there. Please find there is any kind of gap is there. Is there any room for improvement? Either by time, by cost, or by definitely deliverable. For any system, I can't say it is optimal solution for anything at any time. You must have a drawback. So you just wanted to find those list out those things. Is there any room for improving or improvise further? This is the least thing that any engineering student can do in his project to contribute better to that particular concept. Whatever the works done, the history by rigorous review that we're going to find, improvise further in what and all the concepts. Either maybe one particular parameter they're going to vary, it's fine. So that would be ended by publication or finding, and this is very, very, very crucial. And this is because you have done very seriously, sincerely, you have done, no matter which branch you belongs to, you have done it properly, but you are ending the things which you found, investigated into publication, so that somebody will look. If I am looking for the same topic you have done today, tomorrow I am going to look sitting in Uganda or South Africa or America, I'm just wanted to look for your topic, the same topic you are interested in. I'm going to get your data, which is published, which will be guiding me that using of so-and-so, so that I wanted to improvise further or to drop the topic, or to, if I really want to file a patent, I want to drop the concept. Or if I really want to do simply a project, I just wanted to improve further, your data will be direct me, your data will be mentoring me that whether to take, how to consider, okay, with a serious platform. So this is very, very important, and especially, again, I'm going to tell that majorly for this publication, again, we're going to sit and we usually talk with the students of aeronautical, normally some top journals, say Nature, and the almost very sad to say the very rare Indian fellows are going for those particular publishers, because might be a facility and the amount of the extent of things they are looking for, start from a UG and PhD also. So the publication play an important role, and now there is a gap, that is one thing. And suppose if there is a more cycle, if there is no, if the solution is no, it is you're finding some trouble, serious there is an issue, okay, so then invent the new if possible. Any other possible ways are there, you just wanted to find or invent the new, and thereafter you are ending and you are made suitable and you are best suitable for patenting your document and your research. Definitely it will be ending. Then that, of course, it has a many more process for filing the patent also. So just you should know that if you are sure about it was not done, you find there is, you are developing your new model, your own model. So you are going to find that is one thing. So last, so if you are really, and this particular step is applicable, whether you are just patenting a concept or you are patenting a new, the existing problem. So identifying a formulating through keyword, it is a prior search, part of the prior search, performing then comparison prior search and evaluating the invention. So the examination is very important, and after that the peer review is done and filing and publication. So this is the process normally people learn. So I hope this particular session will give some percentage of awareness to all the youth, especially who are studying and you are looking for future projects. And I wish you all the best to all the students of UG students who came here. So thank you for coming again to this session. And with this, I thank our Honorable Principal, Dr. Srinivas Mayadi, for the event. And convener Dr. Ramakrishna N. Hegde, head of the department Aeronautical and Automobile Engineering, and organizer of the event Professor Gaurish Hegde sir, thank you so much. And Rakesh Malya sir, NSS coordinator, and Vivek sir, and all the IPR cell, the member Praveen Shane sir, Rajesh sir, Nitin sir, Sandesh sir, and professors who have Jitendra Kumar sir, Rakesh sir. So thank you so much for the time, and it will be appreciable, get appreciable. And Soumya madam from IS, Parvatraj sir. Thank you so much. Wish you all the best to all the students. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Lokesh KS, and thank you for thanking all of us. I now request Professor Gaurish Hegde, the coordinator of this event, to please hand over the letter of appreciation and a memento for giving us such a wonderful talk. First and foremost, I would like to thank Dr. Lokesh KS for agreeing to be the resource person for today and agreeing to give us such a wonderful talk. I also thank the coordinators of this event, Professor Gaurish Hegde, and the NSS officer, Professor Rakesh Malya, for organizing such a wonderful event, and thanking the IIC convener, Dr. Ramakrishna Hegde, and the principal and the management for making this event a success. Now I would request all of the students, we will just put the QR code on the screen. Please just scan it on your phone. You have scanned it. If you have not, please scan it. This will, if you can't scan it, if you're not getting a network, click a photo and then you can scan it on your phone. There is a quiz, so I would request everybody to complete the quiz. If you can't get a network, just click a photo and then you can scan it when you go outside. It's also shared in the class group, so I would request everybody, since you have filled the feedback form, please complete the quiz. It will not take you more than 10 minutes to complete the quiz.